Welcome back everyone to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel. This is live stream of the Canadian Grand Prix sprint qualifying session. We still have some time, but I wanted to go through the data from FP1. We had an extended FP1 with a lot happening, and there has been a lot of data to process. So there are some interesting points about who had the best stints, who had the best race pace according to FP1. So we will go through that in a bit. First, hi everyone. There's Gaura, Dark Maui in chat, Hipotenusa, welcome back. Prince Raiken, welcome back to the channel. And thanks everyone who liked the stream. We have like 36 likes and we are just starting the stream. That is amazing. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps us out. So without further ado, it seems that there might be a slight delay on sprint qualifying. I'm not sure yet how big would that be. It is because there was also red flag in FP2. And yeah, today is all red flags. It's garage day. So yeah, we will have to wait and see. I still don't have exact information on how big is going to be the delay. I doubt it's gonna be very big. I think it's gonna be smaller one because they still need to prepare the track and make sure everything is fine. But yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a delay. In any case, I will be here. We will go through some data. Yeah, I meant F2. Yeah, sorry about that. And as soon as I get information about the delay or how big that might be, I will let you know. But for now, it's just the information that there might be a delay. Well, there will be a delay, but we don't know how big. So first, let's go through the FP1 data. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything posted about the delay, but nothing so far. Okay, I'll keep you updated. So, FP1. The results are the Mercedes drivers are leading the pack. They have quite the gap to the next pack. So Antonelli P1, Russell P2, only 0.142 seconds behind Antonelli. This is a track where Russell is pretty much dominating every year, so it is interesting to see Antonelli here first, even in free practice 1. Then the next pack is 3 drivers, Hamilton, Leclerc and Verstappen. Verstappen is right there with the Ferraris. Then there's a bit of a gap, and then we have the 2 McLarens. Then again a bit of a gap, and the leader of pretty much best of the rest is Lindblad right now, which is, I mean, these times are not representative, but he's 2 seconds behind Antonelli, so that's pretty much that's really big. The surprising thing maybe is that Alonso is P10. And he was feeling really good in the car. He was saying that this is on team radio, that this is really good for Sunday. So I think I'm really happy with my bingo card, picking that someone from Aston Martin or Cadillac will get a point in the race. We might see rain in the race. We are seeing red flags everywhere. Alonso is feeling good in the car, so if they don't score points here, yeah, where then? So I'm pretty optimistic about that. Then we have P11, Bortoleto, Hajar, Ocon, Albon and Sainz with very close times on P14 and P15, Gasly P16, Stroll P17, Lawson P18, and the bottom 4 are Berman, Bottas, Perez, and Colapinto didn't set time. So to see who is genuinely fast, from what we have here, a comparison. I still can't show this data on screen, but I will read it to you. Basically, who has good race pace is the top drivers plus Lindblad. And who has the worst? We have Albon, Stroll, and surprisingly here is Gasly too. But yeah, this is a comparison of the average long run pace versus the best single lap. But we have some other data, so let me show you. Well, I can't show you, but I can read it to you. Long runs. So basically, if we look at FP1 and we just look in the stints that are with 8 or more laps, the best average pace here has Verstappen. On the hard tire, he has 1:17.245. Then the second best is Hajar, again on the hard tire, 1:18.082. That is 0.8 slower than Verstappen. So yeah, Red Bull is looking good. I mean, Verstappen is in the mix there. We saw that he has the pace last race. This race maybe is going to be even better if he won't have a terrible start. So looking forward to see where will Verstappen fit here. And also to see if McLaren is really going to challenge again Mercedes, or that was a fluke. So let's see what you guys are saying in chat. Any updates on the delay? No updates yet, just that the start of qualifying will be delayed. Yeah, probably the delay is because of the red flag in F2 qualifying. And as Garage is saying, we already had a delay because of the extended session and all the red flags, so in FP1, so yeah. Okay, ICMFC, you kinda sound like Toto. Yeah, I've heard that before. Benny, yeah, it's a different guy. The commentator, Grash, will join us before the session starts. So yeah, I'm gonna keep you company until that happens. Let's see if I can find some other data for you. Maybe I should try to share this. I mean, this is really interesting data. So basically the average apex speed distribution, we see Red Bull best, McLaren is second, and Haas, well, the data for Haas is a bit all over the place. But Red Bull is looking good here, alongside McLaren. See. It's a compound comparison, but yeah, not all drivers did all the compounds, so hard to compare that. Definitely need to show you these graphs. I will try to be prepared for tomorrow, because this is really interesting. You can see, yeah, this is really interesting. We can see Antonelli and Russell. A bit of analysis of the fastest lap. So Russell is faster at the start until turn 1. And pretty much in sector 1, he is kind of faster. But then end of sector 2 he's losing a lot. Towards the end, Antonelli is faster. So in the first part of the lap is pretty much Russell. And then we have Antonelli faster and gaining the lap over. So, but let's see with Hamilton and Leclerc. Okay, so Hamilton is a lot faster before the entry of the corners, especially corner 1, 2, 4, and 7. But overall, Leclerc is a lot faster on the straights. So that's where he makes his advantage. Then Verstappen, yeah, similar. There's a big gain from Hamilton until corner 1. But towards the end, yeah, Verstappen is gaining back some of that time. I think probably Hamilton wasn't even pushing there, or maybe he didn't have battery. But Aston Martin points this week. Well, I see MFC. I put that on my bingo card. So there's a bingo card saying that one of the Aston drivers or one of the Cadillacs will score point. So I put that one. It's a long take, but it's worth 10 points. It's a very well take. Yeah, but I mean, it's looking good after FP1. Alonso was quite happy with the car. So I'm feeling optimistic. Just check if we can find some more information about this delay. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I mean, actually, on other sources, I see that there's a 30-minute warning until the sprint qualifying starts. So I don't know. Will there be a delay at all? If you guys have any source that is saying more than what I can find, please share it with us. And let's keep being informed. Let me see. Yeah, Stroll won't score any points. Well, this is Stroll's home race, so maybe, you know. Plus, there's gonna be rain. Stroll is kind of the rain master, especially in quali. Yeah. Says they changed the battery for Colapinto. I'm not sure what happened with Colapinto, but they were working on the car. Yeah. It turns into prime Senna when a drop of rain touches the track. Yeah. In chat, what are your predictions for the sprint quali? For me, I would predict for pole position, I would say Antonelli, but this is more wishful thinking. I think Russell has the edge here, but I think Antonelli is on a great run and he's gonna keep on going. Piastri and Lando both can make big improvements in qualifying. They will sort it out. Yeah, and apparently they are bringing some upgrades. So in Miami, they looked like they were the contenders to Mercedes. But let's see how it's gonna go here. It's really different. It's really difficult to judge this weekend. Just one FP1 session, possible rain in the race. Different teams are kind of preparing different setups. Sprint quali, sprint race. There's too much happening, and we had the 3 red flags. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a very messy sprint and race. Just realized I still have the beaver pinned, so maybe I should remove it. Regarding the pole position time, right now we have 1:13.402, but last year was pole position for Russell, and it was, I'm trying to see in the text that is scrolling on the screen on the bottom, 1:10.899. So we are very far from that time in FP1, but yeah, we'll definitely get a lot closer. ICM says my prediction: P1 Piastri, P2 Kimi, P3 Verstappen, P4 Russell, P5 Norris, Paul. Norris, well, okay, I don't understand this. So are these predictions for the race or for sprint qualifying? Okay. Let's see. Says that there's some kind of inside joke over potential Max Verstappen F1 exit. But I'm not sure what this is. But I think lastly, Verstappen said that he's happy with the 2027 changes, so I don't think he's going anywhere. Same for Hamilton. He has mentioned a couple times that he's not going to be retiring this year. Although there have been some rumors that he plans to announce retirement in Silverstone. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see Hamilton retiring too. And definitely not Alonso. That rookie still has a lot of years in F1. KL says, how another car than Mercedes can get pole? All others are 1.46. So, yeah, this is FP1. It's not going to be that big of a gap. So let's see what the teams will come up with in terms of setup and everything. All front runners were soft, so they go faster, but didn't make it. Okay. Max was complaining on a different setup issue. Maybe he can make gains. Yeah, I mean, even with that, he still, FP1 was pretty good for him, I think. He's up there with the Ferraris. Regarding the tires, yeah, most of the front runners until Piastri, they did laps on hards and on the softs. And then we see Lindblad that used softs and mediums. Pretty much everyone was doing softs and hards, except for Ocon, who didn't even go on the soft tires. And maybe they are not even planning to to do anything in quali, more like preparing for the races. Alonso was on all 3 tires, same as Lance Stroll. And yeah, Berman also on the hard and on the medium. And the Cadillacs were on the softs and mediums. They didn't use the hard tires. Franco Colapinto got out on hard tire, but that was just one outlap. In FP1 session, we got a total of 619 laps. That's an interesting stat, I think. Okay. Let me see if we have something else. Five says only limited sets of softs, maybe saving them. Yeah, that might be 6 sets each. I think medium tires are probable sprint weekends. I don't know how many laps is the sprint race here. See if I can find it. Okay, there's still no information about the delay, so I think officially we're still counting 17 minutes until sprint qualifying. Let me see if I can find some news on some other places. The Formula One just posted Gary on the track. I don't know if this is from this year. And there's, of course, timings for him on screen. Yeah, this would have been such a nice bingo card. 15 minutes to go. I'm out of topics to talk about. So if you guys want to ask something, want to discuss something, feel free to drop it in chat. Should play you some music. We haven't played music on the channel for so long. It's the same old songs. Let me see if I can find them. "65 says, I have max podium on my bingo card. Okay, how many points is that giving? Like 3 or? No, actually that's probably more. Maybe 5 points? I would give it 5 points. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's 3. My friend told me that Alex hit a ground hack. Is that true? Well, I'm just right now looking at the incident with Alex Albon, and I think I saw something on track, but let me try to see it again. Okay, the corner. Yeah, there was something on the track, but I don't know if that was groundhog. Huh. Okay, let's go once more. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but just before he hits the wall, there is something that goes under the car. It didn't move, so I don't know if it's groundhog. Then it says, I'm wondering how the lack of consistent practice will affect teams. Uh, and also how poorly McLaren seemed to be doing, specifically Lando, who couldn't get a fast lap in. Well, that's the thing. We will see. I think this kind of weekends kind of show which driver is dragging the car ahead, because when they don't have time for a proper setup, for proper practice, I think it stands out who is the better driver. So it's gonna be interesting to see who is gonna outperform his teammate and the car. So yeah, I always look forward to these weekends. I don't know, but I really like the sprint weekends. I know that there was a big push uh, away from them, but I do like sprint weekends. There's so much more action. I mean, imagine we would have been waiting now for FP2 and then tomorrow FP3. Now we get quali session. We get a short race. I mean, I like it. What time is it where you're watching us? Now, guys, here is 10:18 p.m. We got the data. Looks like everything is fine. There might not be a delay. I think that was a wrong message. So David, I don't mind them. They are a bit stressful, but I don't mind them. Well, we are not driving. I guess they are a bit stressful for the drivers and the teams, of course. 6:20 a.m. Oh, that's early. But the whole day is ahead of you. Same for Dark Maui. MKL is in my time zone. "539 people watching and we have 95 likes. We can get those 5 likes, I know. Let's get to 100. 95 likes and there's almost 600 people watching. Someone is forgetting to click the like button. 96 now. 4 more. Braveheart 920. I'm assuming UK. Okay, we got 101 likes. Thank you everyone for liking. Let's push it to 200 before Garage joins. Usually we get 200 likes before Garage can join. Dylan 8:20 AM. Nobody is 118 on Canadian West Coast. Okay, that's quite a big of a difference. Daniel says that he'll watch it in the morning. Well, see you in the morning, Daniel. 7 degrees in Tasmania right now, subtropical. That's cold, right? Is it Celsius or? It's Saturday morning. Here we're still in Friday. Such still about any delay. And there's a 0% chance of rain in sprint qualifying. Just in case you were wondering. This is a breaking news. Alex Albon will not run in sprint qualifying. Apparently the damage that he had from the crash and he hit something, yeah. Not a groundhog, but it hit Gary Marmot. That's unfortunate, poor guy. I mean, Gary. Albon will be fine. Too bad that we had to witness that, but yeah, it is what it is, and Alex Albon will not run in sprint qualifying. They didn't have enough time to fix the car, which, yeah, is unfortunate. Why is it called Marmot? I didn't know. I would call it Groundhog. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting sprint qualifying in 6 minutes. There doesn't seem to be any delay from what I can see, so all on schedule. Albon is also a wasted potential. I think he was doing good back in Red Bull times. Yeah, I mean, I really regret those couple of unfortunate incidents. Specifically, I think with Hamilton. Yeah, I think he was really eager to do well. He was pushing, he was aggressive. And I don't know if it was crushing his confidence then and then being demoted. So, yeah. I really think Albon could have gotten really far if it wasn't for those couple of incidents in the Red Bull car. But now it feels like it's too late. There's too many young drivers that are, yeah, that really have the time and the energy to push through this. But we will see. I mean, you can see that even this is pretty much he has been so much time in Williams, and Carlos Sainz is kind of beating him this season. So I don't think that looks very good for Albon. He will need to regain some confidence. Austin says, I don't think Albon was ever all that good, not in comparison to Lando and George anyway. Yeah, maybe not but I think he could have been in a top team. Maybe not the leader of a top team, but he would have done well. We have 4 minutes to go. Still can't find any information about the delay, and Grash is ready, so I'm gonna leave you guys to Grash. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's have a good sprint qualifying.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or dead of night as it may be for some of you. Hello everyone, this is Grash, and I am back again for sprint qualification for the Canadian Grand Prix. We had a very eventful free practice, the only free practice we got. Colpino managed to limp back to the pits. He only did one lap. Then we had Lawson, who stopped on track, brought out the first red flag. We had Alex Albon, who brought out the next red flag, who basically, brought out the next red flag. Their cars basically, again, 3 cars right there that we have no clue what's going on as of yet. We'll find out shortly when we get to qualification. And then at the end of the session, we had Alex Albon, basically ripping off his front wing and getting back to the pits. That was our 3rd red flag, though at that point, while the first 2 had extended the session 19 minutes, Alex did not extend. His didn't extend the session, and so we ended with 3 red flags. Which groundhog? Was there one on track, or are we talking about the one on the screen you guys talking about? But anyways, looking at what you guys, I want to thank everyone here. We got Blue Hawk here. I know there's more of you here. Dark is here. Welcome, Dark. Yeah, so you didn't, again, you're looking at the order. So we got Anthony Russell, Hamilton, Leclerc, Verstappen. Alonso did end up being 10th. That was the other big story, is that the first sign of hope for those Aston Martin fans who have been despaired through these first 6 races, or first 5 races, I'd say. This is the first sign of hope at all that we're seeing. Yeah, this is the first race where that there's hope. And it was a competitive time too. I mean, it's legit P10. So this is one of those. We got Lindblad getting 8th. We saw Audi 9th and 11th. Those are all interesting. Those are all very interesting. That's where our not I said our midfield is, I should say. So we are about a minute away from beginning of SQ1. Again, this is sprint. This is the sprint qualification. So we've got 10 minutes on the board. Medium tires. SQ2 will be 10 minutes, medium tires, and then SQ3 will be 8 minutes with soft tires. So cars coming out of the garages now to line up to go out. So particularly with SQ1, SQ2, you'll see cars go out and do a banker lap. They'll have the ability to go banker lap and come back in. Not so the case with SQ3 with 8 minutes. We typically are going to see that maybe they'll waste half of the session, then go out. With 5 minutes, 4 minutes left to go, they'll send the cars out, go around maybe once or twice, and then do their one qualifying lap. So, bit of a gamble that way. So again, right now, SQ1 is going to start any moment now. 25 seconds on my screen. So I've got about 12-second delay between what I'm seeing broadcast to me on the stream versus F1 TV. So Hamilton, Leclerc, Sainz would be Bottas, Behrman. Are they going to be the first for Behrman and Norris? So those are the first 6 going out. So about we've got about a minute or so now while we get cars come out. Hamilton will be another minute before Hamilton starts his flying lap. What we expect would be a flying lap. Again, I want to thank everybody here. Mayaki, Dark is here. Blue is here. Yeah, you're the only ones here right now. I thought there was more in chat, but these are the people who are joined the channel. This is the family, as I would refer to them as, the Race Statistics family. I want to thank everyone else who subscribed to the channel on YouTube, or followed on Twitch, Racing Statistics Army, as I referred to you guys. 155,000 subscribers on YouTube alone. Can't be wrong. You guys can't be wrong. And then everyone else, welcome, race fans. So SQ1 has started. Hamilton is now, will be on, he's on the first flying lap. And so Leclerc is on that flying lap right now. So it will be another minute or so before we get first times on the board. Lawson isn't participating. I did see him out of his car. Take a look. So I'm looking. See if F1 live timing has any commentary, has any information. Yeah, he was in team kit and not in race suit. There's been no to the status of his car. So that is what F1 TV is reporting about him right now. Again, we're using the C2, C4, C5 compounds. Again, the mediums, these are the C4 compounds. Every car is using mediums in SQ1 and SQ2. Wants to make 5 places on lap 1 for the bingo cards. Wow. That's one way to look at it. So Hamilton's standing at 115.459. Sainz is going, that's a 117. I'm not going to worry about anything above 117. So Hamilton's setting a representative lap. Leclerc right now on his flying lap. He had sector 2. That's now jumped to Russell. Norris has sector 1. Hamilton has top in sector 3. Leclerc does a 115.006. Gap is 453. Bama goes 163 back. Russell's the top board, 114.772. The gap is 243 to Leclerc. Hamilton is 687 back. 7 minutes to go in this SQ1 session. We've already gone through 5. We've got Still getting our first laps in. Ocon goes P5. Lindblad goes 4th. Alonso's gone 6th. He's did a 1:16.064. That's 1.2 back. Isaac has just jumped ahead of him, so Alonso's 7th. Isaac is 0.901 back. It's a 1:15.673 lap time for Isaac. Verstappen to the top of the board. Max Tears, cheer, raise your hats. 1:14.476. That's 296 faster than Russell. So Albon and Lawson are the two cars not on track. We know Lawson. Oscar just jumped to the top to P3, 328 back. Looking at Perez, Gasly, Antonelli, Colapino on flying laps. Oscar had the fastest second sector. Max had the fastest third sector. Antonelli's got the fastest first sector right now. Good second in sector 2. He's faster than Max in sector 2. And he's going to jump to the top board. 1:14.010. That's 466 faster than Max. Gasly the 13th. So right now, with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this session, we've got Antonelli first, Verstappen second, Russell third, Oscar, Norris, Leclerc, Lindblad, Hamilton, Isaac, and Alonso in the top 10. What is that purple tire? That no tire at all. That's both Albon and Lawson have not come out at all. And it looks like that we're not going to see either of them in SQ1. Will they be allowed to? Hamilton just jumped to the top of the board, 1:13.922. Wow, fastest first sector. I think, have we seen the 1:13s today? That's the fastest right now. 88 thousandths faster than Antonelli. So Hamilton out there cooking today. Got 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this session. Damon jumps to 10th. He's 1.9 back. So almost 2 seconds. Norris goes to P3. He jumps 4 places. 3.43 behind Hamilton's time. So right now we know that Albon and Lawson right now are the two drivers that are probably going to be dropped. Borello, Stroll, Colapino, and Bottas are the 4 drivers above them. So 16 and above stay, 17 and below are getting cut. Alonso moves up to 11th again. He's 1.8 back. Same time as Ocon, but Ocon went before him, so Ocon first, Alonso second. Stroll goes to 14th. Verstappen moves to 3rd. He's 106 back, fastest first sector again. Clerk's last time was deleted for track limits. He's currently 9th. Hulkenberg is 10th. Oscar moves up 1 position to 7th. He's 7:43 back behind Hamilton's time. He did a 1:14.665 lap. Russell's last time was deleted. Sainz moves to 10th. 1.578 is the gap. The lap time of 1:15.5. So right now, the 4 drivers are both the Alpines and the Cadillacs are right now in the drop zone. Stroll is 16th, Behrman's 15th, and Borello is 14th. Two minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Colapino jumps to 10th. That's putting Stroll in the drop zone. Perez goes to 17th. That is not helping the team. He's over 2 seconds. So right now, the cut is 1.9 versus 2.08. Hamilton on a new flying lap. He he improves his time 1:13.889. That's 1:21 faster than Antonelli. 1:39 is the gap for Verstappen. Norris is 3:76. Lundberg is 6:28. Again, the 4 in the bottom right now. So we know Albon and Loss are going to not take part. Bottas, Gasly, Stroll, Perez are the 4 drivers, Bearman at risk. And we have a red flag. Is that Alonso? Where? Yep, that's Alonso. So with 1:46 left, we have Alonso binning it. That's disappointing. Race control red flag. And he went into one of the Tech Pro barriers. He's getting out of the car, so he's okay. The question now is, now car has been deployed. Alonso looks okay. Yeah, the issue here now is Alonso has a time that could put him into Q2. But he probably won't take part in Q2, SQ2. So Alonso locks up. Yeah, okay. So what happens? Alonso locks up. Bridge. Comes to the next turn. He locks up. Yeah, he just locks up and goes into the AWS Tech Pro barriers. Is that 4? Are we counting F2, everyone? Because there were 2 red flags in F2. 3 in practice, 2 in FP2 quali, and then now so this is now the 6th red flag of the day. So this is definitely now a 2. So when we typically go by session counter. So all those red flags only count towards 1 because they all happen in the same session. So right now this is the 2nd session in a row with a red flag. 3 if we want to count F2. My record has been 6 in a row, but that was before I was doing races. Who exited the Maple Tree barrier? Was not the Maple Tree barrier. It was an AWS advertised Tech Pro barrier that Alonso went into. Again, we are red flags with Grash again. We're dealing with now with Alonso, who has just binned it into a Tech Pro barrier. He did get out of the car. Was brought to medical. He's complaining about someone blocking him. I didn't get the car in front. We got 1:46 left on the clock. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you here at the moment. Alonso's back in the garage. What is he doing? He's without his helmet with him. So what has happened? We basically a few minutes ago we just had Alonso lock up and go into the Tech Pro barrier. Shay's here now. Philip's here. Where are you? Crash always make me see red. Red flags. Red flags. Again, we are resolving this red flag. Again, Alonso locked up and went into a Tech Pro barrier. This is SQ1 with 146 left on the clock. Again, we're looking at 114. So it's going to be a race to get out of the pits. The drivers most concerned here will be Bottas, Gasly, Stroll, Perez, Behrman, Borletto, Ocon, Hulkenberg. Those are that's 20 through 12 minus Alonso. Those are the drivers we're most concerned about. Again, the four Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas are the four in the drop zone. Albon and Lawson are not taking part. So those are 6 in the drop zone. Again, Behrman, Borletto, and I extend it to Ocon and Hulkenberger. And I'm going to include Sainz just for the sake of argument. These are the drivers at risk, per se. So track is clear now. Well, son, David, is this the Ferrari simulator difference? This is talking about Hamilton. One of the things that was a story was that Hamilton thought that the simulators was not doing him any services. And so he stopped using the simulator as intense as other drivers would. And that sort of makes sense. I mean, he's extremely experienced. Just going out without a cup holder. So it's clear, I guess. F1 TV just did a breakdown of Alonso's. He went very aggressive, is what happened. He was off basically the rubber line on the track, and that was a part of the reason why. So they're still putting the Tech to a barrier back together, putting it in place. So there's a truck and there's a tractor on track right now. Yeah, so Alonso basically just said, being interviewed, he basically, he locked up one of his tires and he was a passenger right after that, and that's pretty much what it was. Alonso just said that that they're P14, they're pushing 7 or 8 places that they should be. I mean, that was the story today. He has been he was looked good today. So I don't know what is they're still putting the barrier back into place. Again, F1 TV just showed a image about 90 seconds to 2 minutes ago, where there's a truck and there's a tractor on track to put that barrier where it needs to be. He hit it that where it was about. I would say they are about. Those pieces are about 2 meters long. He hit about there's like 20 meters of this Teco barrier that need to be put back into position. I put about a dozen of those pieces, or a dozen or 15 of those pieces, given. So they're looking. The knockout time is about 1:15.7 plus or minus 0.2. So they're putting the knockout times. I would put Leclerc in the knockout times. That's great. That would be crazy. I mean, that's. I don't know. I would think. I mean, right now, Bierman is the driver at risk. It's a 1:15.872. Yeah, if they say a 1:15 plus, that's like putting Russell into that's saying Russell's safe, Leclerc's not. I think that's maybe too aggressive. I think keep putting Colapino, he's got a 1:15.484. Potentially at risk, maybe. I mean, if that's a lot. We got Science at 1:15.5. Again, we're looking at a second from Leclerc all the way to Perez, a 1:15.006 to 1:16.002. That's the second gap from 9th to 17th. So we still have no confirmation when this session will resume. I know, as I was saying that, I looked over, I saw Rajiv asking when it will resume. Is this the sprint quali finish? No, this is still Q1. Again, the issue is that we had the rubber chance, dude. We don't know. Literally don't know, because Race Control hasn't told us. No one on the track knows when this is going to start yet. We're just pick up. We've got a minute 46 on the clock left in this SQ1 session. Does Alonso have any chance of getting to SQ? So yes, Alonso right now is P14. He potentially could move to SQ2. Will he take part in SQ2 is the better. If he does, is the better question. I don't think he will. You sure heard FP1's. Yeah, we had 3 red flags in FP1. And because of the first 2, they extended estimated. So this is an estimated time of resumption is 16:59. So about 4 minutes from now, they estimate SQ1 resumption, but it's not confirmed. Philip is here. Thank you, Philip. And these are the people I'm shouting out. The people who have joined the channel here on YouTube. There's a book over in Twitch chat. I want to thank everyone over on Twitch, everyone here on YouTube. I believe we're being streamed to Patreon right now. I know we will show up occasionally on Facebook as well. It's basically them showing off either YouTube, the YouTube or the Twitch stream. Where what's going on is that Alonso basically locked up, I believe it was turn 4. Not turn 4. Where is he? Alonso locked up, went into a tech pro barrier, and we're still. It is taking them a while to reposition the barrier back into its position that it's supposed to be. We have an estimated time about 3 minutes from now, but that is not the situation. So cars are coming back out. So it will resume at 16:59. So that is now confirmed. So 2 minutes from now, we will start again this last 2 minutes in this SQ1. Yeah, I know Russell and a couple others have. I know a couple others have had track limits. So that's something we're going to need to keep an eye on, particularly with this last. So the situation is that cars got to get out of pit lane and then get around before time runs out to start their flying lap. So no, that's not a dead marmot. That's Gary the Hedgehog. My beaver. We haven't seen any. Oh, Lawson's being interviewed. So they are interviewing. They're interviewing Liam Lawson, who did not take part in SQ1. Same with Albon. Take a look if there's anything. They're not gonna be able to. I don't think. Yeah. So I'm getting nothing about why Albon did not take part. No, Albon lost control of the car and he was the reason why we had a 15-minute red flag in SQ free practice. As I love how nice the Canadian Grizz are. Yours, they have a dark side. Day, you have emus. Cars are coming out on track right now, so we have resumed. So it's a question of Sainz, Stroll, Hamilton. Why is Hamilton going out? That's interesting. Hamilton went out. Bierman, Gasly, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Bortoleto, Perez, Bottas, Colpino are out. So Hamilton plus everyone 10th and below, with the obvious exceptions of Alonso, Albon, and Lawson, are out. 54 seconds left to go. Who is going to take... Sainz is going to cross the line with... Sainz is in. Stroll is in. Hamilton might be in. You should say who's the first to take the flag. Behrman is the first to take the flag, so Sainz and Stroll are the only... So I think Sainz and Stroll are the only two that really matter. Hamilton technically matter. But he's already first already. Sainz is 11, he's already in, so it's really Stroll that we need to take a look at. He's not improving. Behrman did not make it. Stroll has not improved in Sector 1 and Sector 2. He's 0.9 back. Yeah, so this was very disappointing. And he pits. So yeah, so only 3 cars made it across the line. It would be Sainz, Stroll, and Hamilton. Behrman did not make it across the line. He was the first car to take the flag. So everyone behind Behrman did not make it. Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas, and then Albon and Lawson are going to be the 6 drivers out in SQ1. So I'm not sure why. Sainz's last time was deleted too. Turn 14. So yeah. Yeah, 6 elimination. Sid is here. Thank you. Yeah, Behrman's going to make it into SQ2. Barletto, as well as Alonso, Ocon, Hug. Those are the 6 drivers afterwards. Again, the 6 drivers out: Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas, Albon, and Lawson. Difference between Perez and Behrman was 1.28. No, 1.3. Yep. Yeah. 130,000 separated Perez and Behrman. Cut time was a 115.872. Perez had a 116.002. So. Have you also heard of Mr. Bear, first name Polar, 10 feet tall and 300 pounds of muscle claw? So Alonso is going to make it in SQ2, though. I doubt that his car is going to get back to the garage in time. Though I would, given how he stopped, SQ2 will start at 17:08, so that's from 3 minutes from now. Again, Montreal is in Eastern time zone, so that's 5:08 p.m. Eastern time. So 3 minutes from now. Oh, moose are terrifying. Well, moose can be terrifying if you're not expecting to see moose. and the problem with moose is that they are dumb animals. I used to live in New Hampshire, which is on the border of Canada. They are big, dumb animals. And that's what makes them terrifying, because if they come out of nowhere, and if you go right into a moose, it's going to collapse right onto the hood of your car. Big, beautiful animals, but they are dumb, big, dumb animals. And you have to be, particularly if you're in the North Country of, like, when I was in the North, would visit the North Country of New Hampshire. You have to watch out for them. So there's a message here about Isaac Borlow, Oscar Lindvad, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Bierman, Norris, Verstappen, maximum delta time will be investigated after the session. Failure to follow, blah, 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 blah. This is the maximum delta time. They will throw this out. They've been throwing this out for the year and a half now, and they don't do anything about it. We're talking about animals, because basically there's nothing else to talk about at the moment while we wait for SQ2 and the Canadian Grand Prix sessions here. We will repeatedly have seen hedgehogs and other vermin by the track or on the track. Moose broke the windshield of the uncles while we were driving, so different opinions. Yeah, no, I mean, like, they're dumb animals. Oh, wiggle does not like to get hit. That's Rocky. Okay. Moving on. We've got about a minute before SQ2 starts. 10 minutes on the clock. Drivers are required to use medium tires again in this session. The last difference is in SQ3, it will be 10 minutes. I'm sorry, 8 minutes with the soft tires. So we just started. Russell's the first to go out. No, Martin. Those are the max at delta times. You ignore that. They have to like market for the sake of thoroughness, but in the past year and a half, they have done nothing. They've done nothing with maximum delta time. I mean, they're going to investigate it but we'll see at the end of the session, after qualifying, that they're not going to bother doing anything with it. We've got people on track right now. Russell coming around to start a flying lap. So we're about to get our first times on the board. Russell finishing his out lap right now. Yeah, to give an idea, like, again, we're talking about moose. The moose sits at a nice. If you plot a size graph between elephant and horses, a moose sits nicely between the two on that midpoint. So they're big. So we've got Behrman, Barlow, Ocon, Colapino, Russell, Norris, and Antonelli starting their outlaps. Lindblad starting starting flying laps right now. We've got Sainz, Leclerc, Hamilton next across the line. They're going to start finishing their outlap, starting a flying lap. The only two cars in the pit still is Max Verstappen and Alonso. I doubt we'll see Alonso. So that's a good question. Why has Max not come out? He probably will come out later. Yeah, he will probably come out later and do a lap when there's not as much traffic, is what I'm expecting right now. So Russell is a 127. Barlow is a 116.435. That's okay. That's not a good lap. Norris setting the first actual competitive lap with 113.957. Lindblad does 114.395. Sainz does 115.295. Hamilton, top of the board, fastest first and second sector, 113.637. Max is coming out. So it's likely that he's going to do his outlap now. Isaac just went 114.605, 990. Russell's at the top of the board, 113.466. That puts Hamilton 171 back. Antonelli is P2, 85 back. Hogwarts is 6. So we got Russell, Anthony, Hamilton, Norris, Lindblad, Isaac, Sainz, Borrell, Hull, Behrman, Colapino, Ocon, Leclerc. Behrman the 8th. Oscar to 12th. Ocon to 7th. That's 12 seconds, but that's not. No, he's gone around a second time. So Hulkenberg and Oscar's time, those are not competitive times. Yeah, so Norris just pitted. Max is still on his outlap right now. Lindblad is coming. Is he going again? Is the next question. That was a slow lap. So Max is going to come to the line. He will have good air ahead of. He's got clean, pretty much would be clear, very much clean air. I think Lindblad is several seconds. He's halfway through sector 1 already, 2/3 through sector 1. So here comes Max right now. Clerk goes P5. It's a 113.963. 115 might get into SQ3. The low 115. Oscar just went around again. He does a 390, 113.858. That's 392 back. Max is a 23.7. He's 3 seconds off. Oh, Max is going around. He's taking his time. Yeah, he's at a 27.5. So he's taking his sweet time. He's let Lindblad get further ahead so that he'll probably do his flying lap next. Yeah, don't root for Max just yet. He's on a second warm up lap, and he's about to take off now. Sainz the 9th. Isaac improves in a time. So we just had Hamilton, Isaac, Leclerc, Hulkenberg across the line. Max is on his first flying lap. He does a 21.107, which is about. Did he just had a track limit? 17. So that was a while ago. So that's probably why Max kept it slow to 23.5. So he's a few tenths. Antonelli just had a track limit. But Antonelli's second, so it's not a big deal. Here comes Max. He's coming to the line right now. I had just passed Lindblad. Wow, that was a huge jump. Max goes 9th with 2 minutes to go. So 2 minutes to go. Hamilton just went a 113.465. That goes to the top of the board. He's 1/1000 faster than Russell. Though Russell right now is on a purple lap. Just passed Isaac on track, going to 13:14. Russell, full purple lap, 113.206, 4:39 faster than Hamilton's previous fastest lap. Antonelli is 5:25 back. So we got 1 minute and 10 seconds left. $114 or go home. Yeah, we're definitely into the 114 in the middle 114s now. So right now, Alonso has not come out of the pits. So we've got Hulkenberg, Behrman, Ocon, Colapino, and Sainz of the drivers in the drop zone. Bordello driver at risk. I wouldn't say Max is in danger. He's 3/10 faster than Bordello. So I doubt that he is going to be. I doubt that 3 of those drivers are going to jump Max Verstappen, even though he's 9th. Isaac, ironically, is faster than him by a 10th and a lot, significantly. Five seconds ago, Hulkenberg crosses at 3 seconds. So the checkered flag has come out. So Colapino is coming to the line. He's going to go 12. He does not make it. Here comes Ocon coming to the line. Stays 14th. So the Colapino are out. Behrman is next. He is improving. 21.1. See where he comes to the line. He goes 15th. Doesn't improve. Bordello and Lindblad, they are okay. They should be just pitting. And they do. Sainz is the next one to come around. And Behrman track limits. Here comes Sainz. Sainz is 13-14. He's the last driver on the board. He goes to 10th, pushes Hulkenberg out. Hulkenberg is next. Hulkenberg did not do a flying lap. He's not improving. He just pits. And I think that is SQ2. Yeah, Sainz kicks out Hulkenberg. So the Audis just went out 11-12. Colapino 13. The Haas's, Ocon, Behrman in that order, and then Alonso, who didn't take part in SQ2. So in order, we got Russell, Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Oscar, Norris, Lindblad, Isaac, Verstappen, and Sainz. So Williams in Q3, and a Racing Bull in Q3. Dark, I haven't been impressed since I last ordered pizza. But what pizza did you get, Dark? That's the question we all need to know. It's like the last car on track right now is coming to 13-14, and to then finally pit. Southern Brawl X Mercedes has the party mode button in all caps. That came up because of, I think Hamilton said that Mercedes has something like that. SQ incident involving Sainz, Antonelli, Borello, Lindblad noted failing to follow director's instructions, maximum delta time investigated after. Now will be investigated after the session. Yeah, sure it will be. You've never investigated that after the session. So Dark, are you a pizza addict? We've got some time right now between SQ1 and SQ. Again, this is the Race Statistics channel. This is Grash with you live with our coverage of sprint qualifying. SQ1 was interesting because we didn't have Lawson and Albon setting times, and then we had Alonso crashing with 1:45 left on the board. That only allowed 3 cars to get across, which was Behrman, Stroll, and Hamilton. Hamilton was P1 at that time. And no one improved. So that left Perez, Stroll, Gasly, Bottas with Albon and Lawson out. Again, Albon and Lawson both had red. Lawson had a hydraulic issue that brought a red flag. Albon crashed. Gasly also had a red flag. He basically tore off his wing and then came back into the pits. Thank you, Scott. Smash the like button and your driver will get pole. So in F1, we've had 4 red flags today. SQ3 will start with 17:25. This is about 2 minutes from now, so that would be cool. 8 minutes will be on the clock for SQ3, sprint qualifying 3. And they will all be on the soft tire. Best pizza I've had, mango chicken pizza. That actually sounds good. Doesn't sound like that it's a red sauce pizza. That'd probably be a different sauce. Mango chicken pizza has a sour cream sauce, so it's more of like white sauce. Peach on pizza is good. I could see that being interesting. Does anyone like halloumi? We don't know what halloumi is, actually. So right now, waiting for the start of SQ3. Green light so it's just started right now. As expected, no one's coming out. So this is very common with the sprint qualifying 3 because there's only 8 minutes on the clock. You really only get one go around. I mean, if they set out, well, they're sending out Hamilton. Okay, so they're sending Hamilton out early. Okay. So Hamilton's the first Penguin. This might give Hamilton. So we've got Hamilton, Isaac, and Sainz going out early in this session. So 1 minute has already passed in this session. This should give them 2 chances to go around, maybe go around a second time. Do a flying lap, do the recovery lap, and do one more flying lap. So there's an opportunity here. By doing this, though, you are using the tires over multiple laps. So that second flying lap, that tire won't be as pristine as doing that one. So there's a pay. That's the risk reward type we're dealing with right now. You get 2 goes, but your tires are going to be less pristine on that second go as if you only did 1 go. Trying to see. Hamilton just did a 25 in sector 1. So he's definitely going around again. Russell just did a 122. He's still, yeah. So this is no, Hamilton didn't bail out. Hamilton is going around a second time. They're using 2 laps to set up the tire for their first flying lap. Lewis has not gone off. Lewis did no. Again, guys, back, relax. Lewis is using 2 laps to warm up his tires. Again, air temperature is only 20 degrees Celsius. That's relatively cool. I mean, track temperature is 40.2. That's not that hot. I mean, it's hot, but it's not. It could be much hotter. Again, this was a 131 lap. Isaac, this is a 126. Again, we were 10, 15 seconds off what we were seeing before. So we're seeing them going around a second time, and everyone now is on track. So the question is who? Yeah, it's a question of. Again, we've got 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in this session. Pineapple does belong on pizza in specific scenarios. Hawaiian pizza is actually very good. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, that's okay. It's not for everyone. Yeah, there's definitely a lot. There's a lot of games going on right now. So here comes Hamilton. So this is a 113.411 lap by Hamilton. Isaac does a 113.605. Verstappen comes in at 113.507. They all have a chance to go around. Maybe even go around twice and do a flying lap. This is more about tire management. This is about getting the tire in the right operating range. Isaac goes P3, Lindblad goes P4, Norris goes P5, now to 6 because Russell just went to the top of 113.194. So these are definitely good banker laps. Oscar's coming in 5th. We get to see Leclerc, who's coming in the line right now. He's going to go 6th, and then Antonelli is going to come 10th. So it's 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Antonelli crossed the line. So he comes in 3rd, 13.5, 306 back. So what we're seeing right now, basically, is we've seen all those first banker laps effectively. Hamilton coming in the line right now. He's on a cool down lap. He's got 1:35. He just did 1:35. So he could potentially maybe go around again. A little bit faster, though. No, he's going on flying. He does a 20.594, which is 0.2 faster than Russell. So he's decided, he's going for it. Isaac is next. Does not improve, but it's a 20.0. 0.4 off Hamilton. Hamilton's a 23.21, which is 0.2 off of. No, it's about 1/10 off of. Sainz has his time deleted. So Hamilton goes to P2 with he's a 113.326, proves it his time down his position. 132 back. Max comes across the line. So we're coming to the checkered flag right now. So Max is locked in. Here comes Sainz. Sainz is locked in at 10th. Here comes Norris. Norris is improving. His time. He goes to P2, 86 back, puts Hamilton 3rd. Lindblad coming across the line now. Goes to 8th. We've got Russell right now. He's already in the provisional pole. Improves in his time to 112.965. 3:15 Norris. Here's Oscar. He goes P3. Comes with Clerk. Clerk and Antonelli in the last two. Clerk goes P5. Here comes Antonelli. It's going to be the last one to set a time that will count. He goes P2, 68,000 back. Russell has pole. Merckx, Merckx first and second. McLaren is 3rd and 4th. Yeah, you were a few seconds early, Day. So we've got Mercedes 1 and 2, McLaren 3 and 4, and these are the two teams that brought upgrades this weekend. Ferrari are there 5 and 6, Red Bull are there 7 and 8. And we got Lindblad and Sainz running out the last two spots. So yeah, that will be our qualifying session. Again, we've got a front row McLaren, front row 1 McLaren, row 2 Papaya, row 3 Reds, row 4 Red Bull. And then row 6 is going to be the Audis. That's a very weird grid. Hey boss, you have fun with that when you make the sprint grid. In any moment now, we will see that all those investigations are going to take place after the session. They ain't going to worry about that. So this was our sprint qualification session for the Canadian Grand Prix. Well, Canadian sprint race, I would say. We are done for today, but we'll be back tomorrow. When will we be back tomorrow? It's a good question. That is a good question. Actually, if you go to the sprint race stream, you'll have a better idea when we're going live. I don't have that right in front of me right now, unfortunately. But anyways, yeah, no, they already just did no further action for the SQ2. So those Magna Delta times, yeah, race control just washed those off the. Bierman 115.19. Wait, 115.197 will be reinstated. That's not going to change anything, though. No, because Ocon did a 114.9928. So that doesn't. It's a wash. So I'm just seeing some race control messages. For those of you on YouTube, you'll be taken to the YouTube stream for the sprint race tomorrow. I'll be back for tomorrow for that. So forever here at Racing Statistics channel, whether you're on YouTube, on Twitch, Patreon, or anywhere else, or on demand later. Thank you for watching with us. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.